Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I did start this channel ages ago when I first got into collecting rare plants over lockdown, and I'm still loving plants. I just didn't make any more videos. I moved on to some other channels, and I just felt called today to come back on and to share some of my plant journey and things that I've learned along the way with you. And today I bought some new plants, so I'm going to do a sort of unbagging video of the new plants that I've bought. And one of them is this gorgeous carnivorous pitcher plant. So it's a Sarracenia, and I don't actually know what variety it is. I've been trying to find out. Please let me know if you know. So I've been really getting into carnivorous plants lately because I basically live on the canal and I'm an artist, and I paint all through the summer with both the doors wide open, catching the sun as I paint, and then basically flies love to come in. So I wanted to find a natural way to deal with the little few flies that come in that felt organic, and this felt the best way. So I've been getting into carnivorous plants. I did have my first carnivorous plant a couple of years ago, and unfortunately I did the fatal sin of letting it dry out and it died, and I have now learned how to care for these beauties a lot more. So the main thing with caring for these plants is water, and they basically need rainwater or distilled water, not tap water, else you will kill the plant eventually. And they always need to be kept standing in a little bit of water. So they are actually marsh plants, and they do need to be kept damp at all times. And unfortunately, I did let my first ever carnivorous plant dry out, and it was game over. So I'm hoping not to do that with any of my recent ones. I have a few different carnivorous plants, and I will do a video and I'll show you my whole carnivorous plant collection. But I think this one is absolutely the most beautiful of all of them. None of them are as pretty as this one. I just couldn't resist when I saw it, and it was actually on sale in Dobbies in Richmond. They had a 20% off, so it was the perfect time to to jump in. So this is my trumpet pitcher plant. So here you can see I got this plant from Dobbies along with a sensitive plant, which I'll do a video on because they're also very interesting plants. So these beautiful pitcher plants will also help you keep fly populations and insect populations down naturally. Insects are attracted to these colourful pitchers and the nectar that they produce around the lip at the top. What will happen is insects will then fall down the hollow pitcher, and they will then find it impossible to get back out due to the fact that the plants have downward facing hairs inside of them. So if you're lucky enough to have no flies or bugs around at all in your house, then you will need to feed these guys. They don't need to be fed very often. Just one live insect every 6 months or so should do the trick. They really enjoy sun, and they do like full sun or very bright light to really thrive. And before, when I said about leaving it stood in water and that it really likes to remain damp at all times, the only time that this will vary is over winter. When it's in its rest period, it can take a little bit less water, and you don't want to be having it quite as waterlogged because it could rot the roots in that time. They're very much the kind of plant that once you get the knack of it, they're easy to care for. Otherwise, they can be a little bit finicky and different to other types of plants, so it takes a little bit of adjusting and getting used to these particular carnivorous plants. The final piece of care is these plants do like high humidity, so giving them a good spray a few times a day is going to be very helpful as well. To propagate these plants and keep expanding your collection, you can actually use division with these particular ones and separate them from the rhizome.